Winning is your number one killer of success.
Winning is not the killer of success. Yeah. Complacency is.
Yeah. The pursuit of you trying to get to the Ferrari was probably better than buying the Ferrari.
You actually are dying because you're not changing. You're not growing.
For me, those are the most exciting times of my life. A goal that I thought was impossible that I could say one day that I was like, yeah, I did it.
I don't want to talk about my wins. That was the BMW or the condo.
Yeah.
That's an old win.
Yeah.
Where's my next win? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Winners Club Podcast. My name is Brian Tran, your host. I got PJ Padua, my number one co-host.
What's up, guys?
And here at the Winners Club Podcast, guys, we just want to talk about winning mindset, learning from failure, never giving up, being a boss, growing, and challenging ideas and ideology to make you think while you're on this drive.
Hell yeah.
So let's go right into it, PJ. You got a topic that's burning your pants right now.
Dude, it's not burning my pants today, but
something's burning your pants.
I definitely want to talk
about
about
it. But we're going to try to address your burning desire, your question. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's try to calm it down. So, man, I wanted to talk because I had, a good conversation with a good old buddy of mine, and we always have deep conversations, and I wanted to get your opinion on it.
Go.
On the phrase of success, or no, winning is your number one killer of success.
I would first say that winning is, in my mind, it's not the killer of success.
You don't think so?
No, because you need to win. You need to feel good. You need to be able to have those little daily wins so that you keep pushing. Mm-hmm. But I think where you're going with that phrase is that when people start to win, they let their ego get too big. Yeah. Or they let complacency kick in. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And that's when you stop winning. Because let me tell you why. The moment you let your ego get out of check, the moment that you stop, right, and you stop chasing growth and you stop moving, you actually are dying or really getting left behind. Because you got to think of life like a treadmill that just never stops, right? Whether it's going at 1 speed, 2 speed, or 3, or maybe even 10, it never stops. So if you stand still, which is what you're doing by saying, I'm good, I don't need more, right? That means you're standing still, you fall off the treadmill. Yeah. That's when people fall off.
Yeah.
Right? Life is always changing. Business is always changing. Technology is always changing. So we need to constantly evolve and chase those little daily wins, right? Chase growth. Growth is a form of winning, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? Right now, it can be as small as losing 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound.
Yeah.
Right? That's a form of growth, which is a form of winning. Every time I lose a pound a week, I'm like, yo, I'm winning.
Yeah.
And you're probably thinking, well, what does it have to do with anything? Well, you don't know what the long-term effect is.
Yeah.
By me chasing a better body, I'm able to maybe reduce my chances of getting cancer, obesity, heart problems, stroke, all this shit that can wipe you out, right?
Yeah.
That's by standing still.
Yeah.
Same thing with business, right? If I'm not constantly learning and listening to podcasts and hiring the right consultant, reading books, and chasing whatever growth it can be in my business, right? Like moving the needle, going from, let's say, Rise and Grind, going from $1.5 to $2 million in revenue, hiring better people, learning a better system of doing things. Yeah. If I'm not doing that, my competition is getting better. They can wipe me out.
Gotcha. I hear
so
you.
Just by not doing anything, my business can go it's like, people think, if I just maintain and do the same thing I've been doing for the last 10 years, I'm good. No. Look at the newspaper industry, right? Getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Look at the horse, in the 50 years, we used to,
that was our car.
Everybody had horses, right?
That was our car, yeah.
And then imagine the guy who invested in 1,000 horses, and then when cars came out, he got wiped out.
Yeah.
Because you're not changing, you're not growing.
Yeah.
No,
I get it, and I completely hear you, and, thanks for sharing that. And coming from you, you're someone who's already super business savvy, but I want to take it back, right? So, I know tidbits of your life, and I know for you, you had a nice BMW 5 Series, you had a nice little condo over, down right there in San Francisco, super nice. You had, a partner, and, you probably had Benji on the way, and to some people, that would seem like you have enough or all. What else do you need, right? You have car, you have kids, you have amazing partners.
So those are winning, yeah.
Yeah, that's a win. So why? That was years ago. So why why did you not just say like I'm cool with this, you know?
Because, again, I'm chasing the next win.
Yeah.
And the next win is whatever I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's my life, my lane. I'm staying in it.
Yeah.
But I still have to have a destination. And then once I hit that destination, I'm on to the next.
Yeah.
Because life is a treadmill.
Yeah.
It sounds messed up, but hey,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. That's the reality.
No, I get it.
Time will always move on.
Yeah.
Now, you're either moving with the time or behind.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to talk about my wins. That was the BMW or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
condo.
Yeah.
That's an old win.
Yeah.
Where's my next win?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's a mindset thing, right? Like
Yeah.
and I'm glad you brought up that phrase, because if you look at it like, some people be like, oh, I'm winning, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, then yeah, that's kind of bad. But for me, it's like, yo, you need to win.
Yeah.
Winning is not the killer of success.
Yeah.
Complacency is.
Yeah. For sure. No, I completely think so too. I think
Because if you keep losing, bro, eventually you're gonna like, that's not a fun life. You're gonna
for sure. For
You
sure.
know?
But that's the thing. On the opposite side, winning is great. And like once you've won a lot, like it's easy to be like, I'm done. Like think about it, right?
But the only problem is that if you always win and you never lose, sometimes the losses like collapse you.
yeah.
Like I've seen it mess up some people
Yeah.
because they were so used to winning that when they took L's, they were like, oh man, they almost wanted to give up.
Yeah.
Nah, see,
For sure.
winning isn't everything.
Mm.
Learning and growing
And
is.
losing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, losing is still winning.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we say that all the time. But like let's put it like this, right?
Yeah.
Let's just keep fucking breaking down
it
the
real.
barriers. Let's
Keep
go.
it real.
All right.
Let's go.
So like let's be honest. You and me are we're a different breed, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want this. We want something great on the other side, of this thing we call life. We know that there's something there that, we don't really know, but we want it. So for somebody else who's like, on the average, just maybe they've had the normal side of life. They haven't been witness to this, but they want, great things. And they just get the freaking apartment of their dreams.
Okay.
So their dreams, right? And then like they have a kid, they have a job, they have nice, like what is your advice to them to like not stop, to like tell them like this is not it?
It's a little bit dangerous because if I don't say this correctly, people are gonna be like, well, you're gonna be comparing yourself to somebody.
Yeah.
And you should never compare yourself to anybody. You should only compare yourself to yourself.
Okay.
And try to chase a better version.
Okay.
But when I look at others and I change my environment, so like when I had my condos, I had friends that were living in houses.
Okay.
And they had, their kids were in private school and they drove the nice BMW. Like I had a BMW, they had like Ferraris.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at that and be like, dude, that's next.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't compare.
Yeah.
In a sense of like, oh, he has it, I don't, he's better than me. No. We're on a different timeline.
Yeah.
Okay. My thing was always been like, I'm going to get that next.
Yeah.
The next segment of my life,
Yeah.
right? The next elevation
Yeah.
is going to be this, and this.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept pushing.
Fuck yeah.
And even right now, man, like you think I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm very happy. And I'm very grateful. And that's the thing that everybody has to do. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for what you have. And even if you don't have a lot, there's still something to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Right? Your health, your family, your friends. If you don't have a family, then just go back to just find something.
Yeah.
And tell yourself that, because it's gonna program your brain.
Yeah.
Your brain's a computer.
Yeah.
Program it, right? And so, like, but just keep chasing. Keep going.
Yeah.
Don't stop, man. Like that's the beautiful thing about life.
Yeah.
It's you design it, so you pick and choose what your winning is.
Yeah.
But just make sure you always have new targets.
Dude, I fucking like that, man.
Yeah.
I
Go
like
for
that.
new targets.
I like that. I like that a lot, man.
My friends that drive Lambos now want to chase jets, and then I got people that have jets and they're chasing nicer jets.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all material things, because I'm just gonna keep it real. Like the material things are fun,
Yeah.
okay, but imagine all their other lives. Like they live very well balanced life too.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Because with jets and stuff, it comes with more time with your family. If you do it right, they're experiencing life to the fullest. Like they get to see things and do things that only I can dream of right now.
Like and I think that's the coolest part, right?
I know what it is.
What?
In addition to what you brought up,
Yeah.
I think the next phrase that we need to dissect a little bit is that I think comparison is the killer of your joy.
That is definitely true. And I think that.
And I think with that one, with winning, and I think we're kind of where we're going is that make sure that it's okay to idolize and want nicer things.
Yeah.
But if you try to compare your life with somebody else and why you're not there, that will kill your joy.
For sure.
So my thing is, I don't look at it as a comparison. My brain always trained to say, I want that. Now, how do I go and get it?
Dude, exactly. And I
if
think
somebody has it that's younger than me, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Like, yo, I'm not here to compete with you.
Yeah.
I'm just here to get inspired by you.
For sure.
And then try to figure out how I can get there. And if I'd rather, instead of being a hater, I'd rather go up to you and be like, hey, brother, like, what are you doing to get there?
Yeah.
And then most of the time it's like, yo, okay, I'm in the wrong industry.
Definitely.
That's why I don't want to be a real estate agent too much anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't know many realtors with private jets.
Yeah.
I don't know many realtors that daily Lambos, Ferraris, have drivers, have personal chefs.
Yeah.
There are some, but not a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm like, okay. But then when I started talking to people that own jets and stuff, rather than trying to be like, oh man, like this guy's comes from money, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I realized like, look, these guys are now into like owning businesses. They own technology companies. They own things that are a little bit more scalable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shoot, okay, now I got to go do that.
Yeah.
So my next phase, my next chapter in my life is to figure out and start a business that is more scalable, that can do more without having me do all the work, basically. You know what I mean? Because that's how you go from, making $1 million to 2 million to start making, 10, 20, 30 million. The difference is you stop trading your time for money and you start hiring people and utilizing their time to create products, to create systems, to create, more money.
Hell yeah, bro. That was cool. That was a little crash course on how to build $1 billion company. But dude, I think exactly what you said is such gold, because like comparison can be the killer of your own joy. But I think when you do have comparison and you look at other people and you're like, do I need to be like I need to be like him. I need that. Instead of asking yourself like, do I want what Brian has? Do I want a Bentley? Like, yeah,
I got friends that don't care about cars. So
Yeah.
again, we use cars as an example just because it's easy to grasp.
Yeah.
But you want to go deeper? Like,
Sure.
I got friends that if they don't want to work for a whole month and they
I was
want,
just gonna
and
say
they want to
that.
take
Yeah,
their
yeah.
family on a excursion around the
Yeah.
world and stay at the finest hotels,
Yeah.
or just not have to worry about bills while they're gone, that's cool too, and that's what I'm actually chasing next.
That's what I'm chasing too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to do the same thing.
I got people that instead of spending it on themselves, they just want to give.
Yeah.
They donate to libraries. They
Dude.
and they give their time. But then again, it takes money to do that too. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like they just
On that
different
note,
ways, right?
Exactly. I mean, I think there's just so much, and I think that's where people get lost. So people don't find that like inner kid in them, and they're not like, fuck, what if I just went off the grid for a year and all my bills were still paid, and I got passive income? Like, dude, that's some like daydreaming stuff.
I got friends
That's
that
great.
just like to backpack. They live in like hostels and stuff,
Dude.
but they don't have to work.
Yeah.
But you can only do that if you got
money.
money.
And that there's nothing wrong with that. Okay,
So he doesn't care about the luxury.
yeah,
But he just wants to see the world.
dude,
Like,
that's
he
a
just
luxury,
wants to
though.
travel
That's
and
a
go to like
luxury.
Europe and
Yeah.
backpack the whole freaking Europe
Yeah, bro.
for 2 months and not have to worry about working.
that's what I'm gonna do.
But that takes money.
Yeah. But what I want to say, man, just to come back off of that, man, if anybody is out here, because, I'm someone who, I be dealing with stuff like this.
Yeah.
And if, you're having wins and you're experiencing them right now, like, that's great. Like, ride them, like, enjoy them. Like, you deserve it. But just know, like, there is still more. This doesn't have to be it, right? Like, you got your apartment. Congrats. You got a new 2023 Honda. Congrats. But, like, there's so more. Like, you guys need to start asking yourself, like, I did this. What else can I create?
Yeah.
Right? And, like, maybe just attaching yourself to the wins. I don't think that's, like you said, I don't think that's the best thing. But think about the feeling, right? The feeling of the pursuit of your brand new apartment or your brand new Honda. Like, you know, even for you, right?
Yeah.
The pursuit of you trying to get to the Ferrari was probably better than buying the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah, the
right?
journey. Yeah,
and I think that's the thing where people forget, right? About like, you know, riding on the wins or something like that is they don't remember the feeling of like what it was to just wake up and be like, I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's, for me, those are the most exciting times in my life. And, you know, there was a goal that I thought was impossible that I could say one day that I was like, yeah, I did it. Like, what's next? I'm doing this now.
What's next? It's okay to say what's next. It's okay to want more.
Hell yeah.
And with that, I hope this gives you guys some insight.
Dude, I hope this is...
Share this with somebody. Share this with some friends. If this inspired you, if this pumped you up.
Let's go. And if you guys do want to be on the show too, you want to share and do some banter with us and, you know, get loud, yo, email us, DM us on Instagram. We'll get you on the show.
Peace.
Peace out.